Okay, we're here with the co-directors of The Scarf, Dando Russo and Luciana Battistini. Thank you so much for your film.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's a wonderful film, and it's so smart and so well made. And I know our jury loved it. It looks like you've had a nice festival run with this. Uh,
Yeah.
just a very impactful film. I think, there's so much talk in our culture right now about microaggressions and whatnot with prejudice and race. And instead of lecturing about it, you just give us a wonderful story.
That was the idea behind it, to just give you a story that impact people to see it, like how discrimination and prejudice is pure, waste of time and ignorance, because in the end we're all human beings and there's just, one race, and we're here for a purpose, and there's no need for that, for any of that hatred or discrimination or prejudice. So.
And that was and Donda, you wrote the script, yes?
Yes, I wrote it. It was a collective idea. The idea was to have like one piece of clothing that would pass from character to character and displaying different backgrounds and religious, social backgrounds, and tell a story, that the story would be attached to that one piece. And then Lucy came with this idea, and then we thought that a scarf would be perfect because it's perceived in many different ways depending on your face, the way you're wearing it, or where. So that was the thought process behind it.
Yeah, and it's so smart. I also really appreciated what you did in that lobby with the generations.
Yeah,
that was a good fun. It's like the daughter is very oblivious, I'm gonna say. And the
very
mother,
aloof.
yeah, very aloof. And the mother, on the other hand, she is aware of everything and judging or everyone. It's very the two opposites.
Yeah, and I appreciate how even though the daughter might be dismissive of her mother's prejudice, she's not confronting it.
Exactly, because it's a generation of disconnection.
Yeah, and it's not going to stop until it's confronted, right?
Exactly.
Well, you hit home with me for sure. And so smart, yeah, using the scarf, because some people wear it around the neck, some on their heads, some use it to cover all the hair. Yeah, it was very, very, very intuitive of you. So after you got the script written, what was the process like to get it to the screen?
We were working with some friends, like a group of friends, and everybody was like super on board. So pitching to the actors was like really not like we didn't have to sell the idea, because it was like so current, and so it was such a good story. We got everybody on board like pretty quick. Our director of photography, the producer, and once we talked to everybody, and everybody's like, let's do it. And we actually thought it was going to be like a longer process to get it made, but it was like pretty quick.
It's interesting that we also had like people in our crew and cast from different backgrounds, even like maybe they're not portraying the background that was in the script. We have people from different backgrounds working in front and behind the camera. So I think that made our short very authentic, and we could pass what we felt when we had the idea.
Yeah, we aimed for diversity, like behind the camera as well. So we had, you know, it was like a melting pot for sure.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, because obviously underrepresentation is a big issue, and you dealt with it in a wonderful way, in that you weren't preachy or dismissive. You're just shining a light on it.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
And then honestly, the emotional impact when she's getting her cancer diagnosis is I am a cancer survivor, and I've sat in that room, and well done. You know, I sometimes I'm not supposed to say this, but I say this all whenever we get a cancer film that's good. I always say thank you, because I think cancer is often treated in film very insincerely and inauthentically, and I think actually your dealing with it was was very well done and respectful and authentic. So even that part, I think you got the authenticity right, and you humanized her for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's my spiel about
Yeah,
cancer.
there was the idea that we didn't want to have like a bad person or a good person. We want to show all characters with like both sides. Yes, she was prejudicial, but she's also has a human side.
She's a human being.
Yeah. So that was the whole idea, I guess, in our movie. Yeah.
And okay, whenever hands go up in the theaters, people might ask, "Did you? How long did you shoot this for?"
Oh, we shot that in in 10 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 10 hours.
Like 11 hours.
We
yeah.
had the space for 12 hours, but we were done in 10, which was like pretty good. And yeah, it was, like I said, it was a smooth project, you know.
Yeah, 9 minutes short in one day, and then it looks like it cut together lovely.
Yeah.
So as co-directors, and you must have had a good director of photography with you.
We did. He's very good, and it made a lot of difference. Like I said, everybody was so on board with the project and I think also because we all knew each other. I think there was like one or two people in the cast
That we met
the day of. Everybody else was already like a very cohesive group. So it made a lot of difference, because sometimes you're working with, you know, people that you don't really know. You're meeting that day, or you met the day of auditions and stuff, and you don't know what to expect. And sometimes it can go brilliantly, and sometimes it can go not so good. But this was like one of those things that it ran pretty smooth, and we didn't have any problems at all. It was not a lot of takes. People came like engaged and willing to do their best, to put their best out there, and it worked. So we're very grateful for that.
Sure.
Great, and you both play characters in the film.
Yes.
And so I'm sure someone would ask, what was it like co-directing? Because not all films have two directors. And what was it like both having cameos, having somewhat significant...
We are sisters, so we are used to like her telling me what to do and like vice versa. So which I guess it was okay. I mean, we share the same ideas a lot of times. Sometimes like we go different ways, different routes, but I think we had the same idea for the final short, or what we wanted, and I think it was good, right? Don? Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Except for the part that I was sitting in the makeup chair and I could hear her giving directions in the other room. And I called the producer and I'm like, no.
Tell her to do
Tell her to do this.
Seriously?
And then I
She's
hear when
getting
she goes, seriously? She's getting her makeup done and she's telling me what to do. And I was like, I better shut up, right now, because this is not going to go well.
So we are used to that.
So, yeah.
I didn't find out you were sisters until you explained this, and I have an older brother, so
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think I do. I think I do.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you have a sense of humor about it too.
Yeah. You have to,
And then
my best friend. So she's my sister, my best friend, and yeah. So sometimes we don't agree, but we agree that we can disagree, and that's a good thing. Yeah.
Excellent. And was it a good experience in post-production?
It was very interesting, I think. It was a good experience. We pretty much chose the same takes, and like without like one knowing of the other, choice, because sometimes she was sitting in the editing room and sometimes I was, and we end up like choosing the same, and sometimes, most of the times, the same, but when it wasn't, her choice was better for sure. I'm just gonna give it to her right now. So it was she's pretty good with that. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
Great, and it came together just as you wanted it to.
Yes.
Very good. And then Donda, and then you played the piano. You laid down the music.
I did. I composed and I played the song for the scarf.
Wonderful. Well, is there anyone that you'd like to mention who hasn't come up yet, who deserves credit? I know.
I think everybody, like our cast
and crew.
was fantastic. Paige, Margie, Daphne, Sherazad, Jacqueline, Glenn, our doctor. He was priceless. Just, am I forgetting? Oh, Florencia. Dr. Hassad, our crew, everyone in our crew, they were amazing.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And our executive producer, Michael DeJordi, that was, made all the difference for things to happen. So, am I forgetting anyone?
Honestly, our crew was amazing. The cast was amazing, and the crew, people that were like behind the cameras, they made sure that our actors could have a good environment and we could get things done in 10 hours, which is very, hard to do, right?
Our producer, Rosalia, our DP, Dimitri, was fantastic. So got 5 stars.
Around how big a crew did you? Yeah. How big a crew did you actually get to have on this?
What is that?
How many people were in the crew?
I think we had 10
or 12. Yeah.
10 or 12.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big to get 9-10 pages, 9-10 minutes of film shot in as many hours.
Yeah.
With that many, and a lot of people on camera.
Yeah.
The more people you have on camera, the more complicated. You did a very good job. Was it all storyboarded and planned out, so you didn't waste any time?
It was.
We didn't waste like 1 minute. Yeah.
We knew that we couldn't waste any time, and it was, everybody was on top of it, and we had people like telling us, this, let's move. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like it was a great experience.
It was
a very good experience.
And it turned into a great film, a really wonderful film. And I'm glad to see you having success with it.
Well,
We are very happy with the
were
results.
very happy with the results, and that
Most of all, we're happy with the message that we want to pass, and the feedback that we are having about the message. So I think we shot this in July of last year.
July, yeah.
I mean, it's out now and it's very current right now, but I think we didn't expect to like everything that happened this year to happen, of course, but it was a good way to send our message, and it was a very good way to be heard, I guess, so people could understand what we were talking about. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, if we were in the theater, it would have been lovely to have 60, 70 people give you applause at the end of your film, and at the end of this Q&A, we normally get a second round because you deserve it. It's a really wonderful film, well made and from the heart.
That you liked it.
Yeah.
It's just what you look for at a festival that focuses on independently made things that are made from the heart, from without the embellishments that the film industry would have added if they expanded into a bigger, higher concept thing. And so
absolutely.
Yeah, came out great.
Hearts
and 100% our hearts were in it, and it was like a story that was inspired by what my sister went through with being discriminated when she was transferred for a job, and the accent and everything, and
very subtle accent.
And that, it was such a hard and negative experience that we were able to transform into art and a message, and to have that conveyed in such wonderful platforms is all that we really wanted, to reach people and to have our voices heard. And we're very grateful for that.
Absolutely. And I'm grateful that you chose to submit it to the Sherman Oaks Film Festival.
How could we not? We live in Sherman Oaks.
There you go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, then hopefully you'll be able to come when the pandemic's gone. You can come out to the theater, and hopefully you'll be at the our outdoor, safe, socially distanced mixer. Hopefully.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry I've got to go, but I think we had a good chat.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.